Hi, welcome back to Gemara Academy again. Here in this presentation, we will show a quiz that was made using the design of Gemara Academy, and you'll see the various types of questions that can be created for the students to answer as part of a quiz, a test, or a homework. So let's start the quiz. And at the beginning over here, we have an instruction to match the following items. So ad arba shois is until 4 hours. Ein lokeva has no fixed time. Ad chatzais is until midday. And if we submit it at this point, it'll tell us that please match all items from the left column with the corresponding items from the right column. You can either say okay and go back to it or postpone it. So that's one type of question. We have another such question here of matching the items. Now we have a question that gets the student to look at the text itself. Click on the last word that discusses Shacharis, which is right here. Tfilos HaShachar ad Chatzos, Rabbi Yehuda Eimer ad Daled Shois. Then it begins speaking about Tfilos HaMincha, so and we submit it. That's right, you answered correctly. Now let's answer incorrectly. Click on the last word that discusses Mincha. So Tfilos HaMincha ad Ha'erev, Rabbi Yehuda Eimer ad Plaga Mincha. So if I put in Ha'erev, which is not the last word, and I submit it, it'll tell me that you did not choose the correct response. But here we have a series of questions that get the student to look at the text itself. And there's a number of things that can be asked over here. Like over here, click on any word in the case that does not have a machlekas. Now, another type of question we have is a multiple choice question. Then we have questions that require arranging things in the right order. So the day starts with Alis HaShachar, then Neitzachama, then Chatzos, then Shkia, and Tzeis HaKachavim. If I get it partially correct, it'll give me some credit. Right now I have 10 out of 170 points. It'll tell me that answer was almost right. As you can see, I now went up to 12 points, so I got it partially correct. Then we have questions where you have multiple answers. So two things are answered. For example, here, this one is the correct one, and this one, and I'll get it fully correct. And then we have true or false questions. And then there are also questions that have a drop down. The Karban Tamid Shel Shachar was the first carbon of the day. It was brought in the first part of the day, either by 4 hours or by Chatzos, and it corresponds to Tfilas Shacharis. And we'll postpone the other questions. Again, a question where we're answering another true and false question. Here again, we have the drop-down menu option. And then we have the ordering, and that's the final answer. And then it's submitted. It'll require me to, once I press continue, it'll require that I go back to all the questions that were not answered. Over here on top, I can see I got this correct. This was incorrect. Over here, there was got partial credit. This is correct. But then there's a lot that were not answered here. This is incorrect. And whatever's not answered has to be reviewed and answered in order to submit the final submission of the quiz, test, or homework.